So, hey everyone, this is the course on how to sell a house within 30 days. And we are going to be going over things that I would do right now if I was a brand new agent. And my promise to you is this, that if you do what this course tells you to do, you will be able to sell a house within the 30 days. So this course is for everyone who wants to have a house in 30 days. Chances are you just get licensed, or maybe you're looking to get licensed right now. I don't know. And you just want a blueprint and step by step, technical implementation. And so here I'm here for you. So by the end of this course, you'll be equipped with all the tools and resources you're going to need to get the first deal going. And it's only up to you to get it done. And honestly, it will require stepping outside of your comfort zone and many, many hours of rejection. But don't worry, it's just temporary and it doesn't hurt, I promise you. So, the first things first, you believe that you can do it because it's possible. Believe you can do it in 30 days and commit to the goal. Because if I knew what I know now, I would have sold the house in my first 30 days for sure. But I was lost for a long time. So instead, I was just learning what works and what doesn't. And today, I'll tell you what works and what doesn't. And I will save you money and time. My promise is this to you. You will sign a contract in 30 days, but you have to do what I tell you to do today. So there are people that decided to buy a house today. And there are people that called their agent and told their agent to put a house for sale. It just wasn't you who they called. And I will show you how to get this done. So the key word is to get it done. Get is the key word because we're not going to be sitting and waiting. We're going to go get it. So you ready? All right. Your first time, we're going to let everybody know that you are a real estate agent. You're still studying to get the license. You need to tell everyone that you're coming. When you're studying, show in your stories, tell everybody that you're studying because if you are afraid of sharing that, that will not go away. So might as well just get it out of the way right now. Start working your sphere of influence. Sphere of influence is your family, your friends, people that know you, because people that know, like, and trust you will be your first clients. The sooner you start, the sooner they will reach out to you. And here's the true story, for real. An agent in our office sold two condos on his first day being licensed just by sharing his studying journey on Facebook stories. And one of his friends reached out to him looking for an investment property. And there was another agent of ours, too. She sold the property to her friends right away, and they were waiting for her to get licensed and started looking at homes as soon as she became licensed because she told them before that she's studying, she's coming. Because so if you're right now studying to get licensed, make sure that you cover that in the beginning because I did not. That was my mistake. I did not share that with people that I knew. I was afraid. I thought, let me go through the course, let me finish it, and then I'll tell everybody. And that took me more even time to let people know. I did eventually reach out through text messages, Facebook, and phone calls, but that took a little bit too much time for me. So I'm here making this course for you. Share that as soon as you can. And those people, had they both not tell about their plans, both clients would not have waited and they would have hired somebody else. So if you're already licensed, you should do this as soon as possible. And best way to do is to call everybody. Call everybody and just have a casual conversation about anything and everything. Like how's life, how's kids, how's family, what's your travels, this and this and that, how's work, and then they're gonna ask you, how's your work? That's when you're gonna share things. So, but okay, but how do you call out someone you barely know, and talk about anything? Because that's tough. You know somebody kind of casually, but how are you gonna make a call and talk about anything? You talk to those that you know really well, but the ones that are you casually know, you're going to do, um, you're gonna reach out a little bit differently because it's awkward. I get it. It was the same for me. I called my closest friends and then just texted the rest, reached out through Facebook the rest, but that's just not enough. You still have so many people that know you, but you don't have their numbers or emails. You don't know anything, and that's why you're gonna need Facebook. And here's a few examples here of what you will need to do. on Facebook and Instagram. So this is like my Facebook. Facebook is my favorite platform by far. And later in this course, I'll show you how to work it. But for now, do this. Upload a banner that screams real estate, like these banners right here. Um, Upload the banner. Upload your professional picture. These are Instagram pictures, but this is Facebook picture. This is from the Instagram. Upload the professional one and write the bio. Hardworking agent, real estate agent, location, phone number, real estate agent in Chicago and suburbs, looking to buy, sell, DM or call. Like like it's not hard to get a hold of you. It's pretty much it screams professionalism. This is what you're gonna do. And your first post will be an announcement post. It will be an announcement. It's like for example, if you're watching right now and you've already been in the business and you cannot make an announcement because like I've already announced it a million times, then just post a picture and says, look at to buy or sell. This is, uh, to buy, sell, invest. Reach out to me anytime and then your phone number. So make like a invitation to the business post if you're already been in the business. And you will see a lot of support. It's not going to be hate, nothing. It's going to be support, which will make you feel good about yourself. You will see it. Trust me. If you haven't done it, try to do it. A lot of agents can't even get there. So you're already ahead. And the sooner you announce it, the sooner you'll find a client. Remember, we only have 30 days here, so there's no time to waste. We have to start working things, and later in this course, I'll show you other things that you're going to be working on. So, uh, since we were talking about Facebook, now you're going to need 2,000 Facebook friends as soon as possible. Just check your Facebook account and see how many friends you have. Because best way to invite friends is to for friends to have mutual friends. Um, Invite friends of your friends. Like if you, for example, have how many friends you have in your Facebook account, just go to your friends and look at what their friends and just try to add. And sometimes Facebook will show them how many mutual friends you have. If you have more than 3 or 4, add them as your friend. And a lot of people will add you up. Some will say, who are you? Do we know each other? Don't worry about them. You don't have to focus on them. Just let them alone. And just later every day, Facebook will give you suggestions for people to add. But every morning you wake up and you add 20, 30 people to your Facebook. You get to 2,000 friends and become a member of 40 local Facebook groups. My biggest hack that I've done in my career was sharing content to local Facebook groups. And that's why I love Facebook because it's local. A lot of other platforms, they are reaching as an ocean. You reach everywhere in the United States and outside the United States. We're local agents. We don't really need outside audiences. If it's only local people, I'm good enough. I only had 1,000 followers on Instagram and maybe 2 or 3,000 friends that I've added myself to my Facebook, and I was selling over 100 houses in 2021. So that's why I love Facebook groups. Facebook promotes content in the groups and it pushes it to the feed. So if you're a member of the group, you will see posts from the group because Facebook understands groups are made for a reason. People want to stay connected. So content in the groups keeps the group connected, keeps the group pushes the group's algorithm, and people want to see content from the group. That's why they signed up for the group. So every time you post something in a group, will be shown. So that's pretty much the idea. And join groups based on your interests, hobbies, demographics, location, the language you speak, things like that. So a few minutes after you made an announcement, your friends forgot about you. That's truth. Everybody's busy. They don't remember what you did. You're doing 5 minutes later. So now, you will need to stay top of mind. And I'll show you how we work in groups shortly in next chapters. But if you're more apps, just to touch on the profile social media is going to be, of course, Instagram. Same thing with Instagram, but then don't forget about Zillow, create agent profile, Yelp, LinkedIn, and create Google page. Like restaurants have Google pages, agents should have Google pages as well. Now you'll have to just remind people every single day about what you do. Here's a few examples of our agents sharing what they do. This is me right here. This is with me a Sunday morning, still in the bed. I just saw this on somebody else's reels. I created this through ChatGPT, found a little video, put a music, this. It got lots of views. I don't remember how many, but this one get like maybe 5, 6,000 views. whatever. Your goal is just to keep reminding people that you're in the business. And so far, I'm sharing something that is not technical yet, but in this course, I'll share you technical stuff. You will have what you need to do. It's not just fluff here. It's going to be a lot of technical stuff. And I realized this stuff only 6 months into the business. And I'm going to saving you time. Here right now, you're saving your time for free. You're not paying anything for this. And you're gonna know what to do if you finish this course. And every time you, for example, I'm thinking that you're brand new in the business. Every time you hear something new, you got to share that with people. Because if it's new to you, it's new to your friends as well. If you're still shy on a camera, there are other ways to do it. If you like, oh my God, this is camera thing again, just put a picture, put text, just text, put a voiceover in the closet, make a film something that you walk into the office, whatever you're doing, and sit home and do the voiceover. These things work. If you don't know what to post content about, you will be learning through this website, answersthepublic.com. It pulls content from Google, TikTok, Facebook. It knows when people are searching, you put in, what are the steps of selling a house? Is not a good time to sell in Florida and Chicago, whatever. And then it gives you few things that people look for, and then you just make content based on that. So I will share a few marketing and generation ideas with you later. I have a lot of unconventional ideas on how to find clients, but right now just focused on building a foundation for your business, your sphere of influence. Just touch on them, add people on Facebook, and just market to them. So you need to tackle your friends. If you have any parties or gatherings, make sure to attend these and let people know you're in real estate. So the easiest way is to ask how's work and how's business. People love to talk about themselves, and they will just ask you the same. And if you want to know my formula now in a nutshell, I just post lots of content, and at the events, people come up to me and ask about real estate, whether it's to how to buy, how to invest, how to buy a multifamily, or how to become an agent. That's pretty much it. That's I don't even ask anymore. And this is going to come later. Now you just need to get your first client. Remember? So we only have 28 days left, and I'm going to introduce something that's called lead magnets. So these are the most powerful pieces of content. And if you've done it right, you can generate many leads. You will need permission from the listing agent or seller to start with your office listings first. So when there's a listing, it's much easier to ask your office agent, your coworker, for permission to post things about their listing on your social media profile. Um, Preferably hot listings if possible. You can create different types of content about the same property. It could be a voiceover, green screen, short clips. Just test which format works the best. The reason it works is because it brings people, that's what brings buyers into the market. It's the listings. Content with video when you talk in, it will perform the best. And then next one is just making video and then doing the voiceover in the closet or at home or in the car. Um, or just put the picture with a text. That's fine. But leading to the property. So meaning like hot listing and displays under 300,000. Something going on in Chicago, too flat, off market, or coming soon. These things like every time in my office, every time I put a listing for sale, we have like 10 or 15 agents that always take my listing and reshare on their platforms. Book to see it, book to see it. It works. So that's why you need a permission to stay legal and compliant. You cannot just post any listings on your profiles or just record a screen of you looking through MLS and scrolling pictures. You're using somebody else's data. You need permission. But starting from the office listings, it will be much, 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 much easier. Of course, going into the property and filming the property, talking about it with permission is also it's far better than anything else. So whatever you're gonna do is better than doing nothing. So listings bring buyers. If you show the listing on your social media profile, if you will learn how to make it interesting and appealing and bring people. That's why it's called lead magnet. It's pretty much a magnet. It's just You need to learn how to do it right. In the beginning, it's not going to work, but then you're going to get your reps in. So I get every time I put a listing for sale, I get so many calls for sale calls, which I just pass over to our agents, and these solid local leads with correct phone numbers. And they are driving by, they call you on a for sale sign, then you know that that person is buying something. And sharing listings on your social media will be generating leads, and people will associate you with real estate, with deals. And if any of the deals that you posted on your social media didn't work out, they're just gonna remember you as somebody who has deals. They will reach out. What do you have there, here, and there? Can you please find us something? So that's gonna work out. Um, they just that's pretty much just believe me. And I'll share a few other things here. Just stick with me. So start with the office listing. It will be much easier to get permission. It shares to Facebook groups for free. Some will ask you for money for the content, but you don't have to pay. There's plenty that will allow you to do it for free. And just stay compliant. Don't forget about staying compliant. So share your business card in Facebook groups and invite them to reach out to you. Just a business card. Your office, if you're with us, you have a version of your business card. Take a picture or just you have a Canva template, so just download it and upload it Facebook, share it to Facebook groups, and just share the sell, buy, invest. Call me anytime. Do it regularly. If it's possible to buy a banner on Facebook group for a month, at least a month. A banner, you go to a Facebook group on top. There's a big banner, usually advertising. Usually, reach out to a bunch of groups, ask how much it is, and if it's 100, $200 for a month, pay it. It's good. Um, one of our agents, our office, receives many leads from a group banner that he posted a few months ago, and he even took it off, and he keeps getting, um, you know, he keeps getting leads. So now you've done all that, and now is the time to pick up the phone. So our phone, our big friend, our big old friend, our phone. So don't worry, I'll give you reasons for it and scripts. So there's going to be few leads that I will ask you to call if you want the deal right now in 30 days. I'm not gonna ask you to call just random people and ask them if they want to sell. There's gonna be people that need, and you have the best chances of connecting. The biggest reason why real estate agents are scared of the phone is because they don't know what to say. And I'm going to eliminate this for you. These types of calls. Number one, it's investors, flippers, basically, fix and flip investors. They're always in a business. It's a business account. It's like when you are in a trucking business where I came from, if you're a dispatcher, you're talking to freight brokers every single day. It's whatever it is, a cold call, warm call, whatever it is, you have to do it because that's the business. Here, you're a real estate agent, you need to be talking to flippers. They're always looking for projects. If it's somebody who did it accidentally or is not looking anymore, that's fine. But by focusing on this niche, you're going to talk to a lot of them, and you'll see that a lot of them are always looking, and they always have a lot of agents. I'll show you how to find them because the trick is to find them and then just ask them if, that was a nice project that you've done. Do you need more? They usually will ask you how many, what do you have? And then I'll go you through the script. But first, I'll go through the list of these people. For rent by owners, because there's a lot of things we can talk to for rent by owners, because those are landlords, people that bought properties and renting them out. Chances are they have other properties or they're looking to buy some more properties. We can find them for free on Zillow. I'll show you what to talk to them about. For sale by owners, don't worry, you're not going to be trying to convert them for listing appointments. You're going to use them for something else, but I'll show you how to do it. And neighbors of the office sold listings. So your office has listings, and every day or every other day or a few deals a day close, and you should call neighbors with the permission, of course, of the listing agent, because listing agent might have some plans on these neighbors, and reach out to them and ask them a few things. And I'll give you the script. And the reason why this niche is good because you had success. It's good news. your office, which you're gonna say we we sold, your office has success nearby, and these three things will make you the number one person to hire if that person thinking about selling. Um, so Remind, Mojo, 401, Fix and Flip the Master, search in your area and filter MLS by addresses. Find a house that both bottom front. That was for flipper investors. I don't know why this text is here. Um, so here's the script for flip investors. So, hello, my name is Oleg. I'm a local real estate agent with Komar, and I was calling regarding 123 Main Street. You just sold recently. I was wondering if you're looking for more projects like this. They're after you do this, they're going to say, what do you have? And you're going to say, I don't have anything at this moment, but I might soon. I saw your work and wanted to reach out. Congratulations on their phenomenal work. Take email, and you have a client. Pretty much that's in a nutshell. This is what's going to happen. You're going to call them. You're going to congratulate them on their work. You're going to ask them if they need any other project. And even if you're the worst sales guy on the phone, you are going to have somebody who's going to say, yeah, whatever you have, send it to me. And then you're just going to collect an email. The goal here is this. You're going to create you're going to get an email and you're going to put it up. You're going to set up a search of, let's say, active listings and private listings. You might say, yeah, they have a bunch of agents who do it, but a lot of agents they've been working with already gave up a little bit on them. They got tired of this investor. They forgot to update the search. I've had a lot of situations where I came in, this person has been in the business for many years. I come in and the brand new agent, I have this example, and I just set up a search. It comes to him, he buys with me, and somebody else just missed out or didn't update the search. So this is what's going to happen. 8 out of 10 flippers will always say that they're looking. Just set up a search. Include private micro listings and keep an eye out for them. Busy agents don't have time for flippers. I'm telling you, they don't have all you have all the time. So it's always a good idea to have another house that sold recently nearby to talk about with the prospect. So if you're calling the flipper, look up also nearby properties, and if they sold something, say, hey, did you see that one on the Banana Street? That was very good. It's still sitting or whatever. That is a little bit of a more connection to it. Now, friend by owners. Um, this could be an investor who owns many rental properties, and don't get, stuck on that property. So the goal calling friend by owners is to get to know them. We're getting to know this person. So um, this might be a great relationship for you, and they might sell multiple times. So, hello, I was looking for the owner of 123 Main Street. My name is Oleg, and I'm a real estate agent at Komar. I noticed you have an apartment for rent. Is it still available? And then whatever they say, then you're gonna ask, are you cooperating with real estate agents who bring tenants? If they say yes, just ask how much they're paying, but don't worry about it. Whatever they're paying. That's not pretty much the goal. Why we're calling them. Are you gonna be hiring an agent if it doesn't get rented out soon? Just like I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do maybe for you. What's going to happen? I mean, is this the only apartment you have? Do you have anything else coming soon? Do you own any other properties nearby? By any chance, you're looking to buy another investment property, maybe? If you're not looking to rent out anything, maybe you're looking to buy. You don't run these questions like one by one. This has to flow as a conversation. These are the things that you want to check in on. But then if you only like check in on these questions, that feels like an interview. But keep this as like a list of things on the side and just try to have a conversation. If it's going dry, jump into it. So that's pretty much the idea of why you need the script. So just mix these up in the conversation. But remember, your goal is not to get the rental listing. You can get it, that's great. But don't get hung up on it. Just try to build a long lasting relationship. And also the best thing is to give them value, give them referrals to contractors. That is one of the things that has always served me well when I'm talking to investor. By the way, if you need any roofers, tuck pointing guys, flooring guys, kitchen cabinets, tiles, plumber, electrician, let me know because I've got them all. And if you don't have them all, just ask in the office, in your group chat, or through the email, or when by walking through the office, ask for referrals. You will get some. So they will appreciate it, and you might have some success. Trust me on that one. So and once you talked about the with a for rent by owner as an investor, ask them if it's possible if you could talk about their property on your social media platform and advertise this as the off-market property opportunity. Because really, most of the time, if it's for rent by owner, nobody knows about it. And you're going to be doing the same thing for sale by owners too. You're going to ask them for permission to talk on your social media profile. That's why in the beginning I told you that social media profile, Facebook and Instagram, is important to have and start working on it, because those are going to be your platforms to just pull the leads, pull the leads, pull the lead. And when you're talking to for rent by owner or for sale by owner, remember that one of the goals is to just connect and have a nice conversation and try to, not only do a deal, but also use as an opportunity to find, you know, other deals. So property on social media, make it look like this is off market, and also for sale for rent by owners. If it's not just for rent by owner, this could be listed if you find them on Zillow. For rent by owners are found on Zillow. If the listing is with an agent, call up the agent and ask them, do you know if the owner would sell the property? And if the owner, and if the listing agent says, I have to check, and then they check and it says, and they say yes, because listing agent that holds the rental listing might check because that's a bigger commission that they might make. So you actually have somebody um, trying to also get that to sell, possibly, maybe. And if they say yes, then what you're going to do is you are going to start calling neighbors and asking if they want an off-market property for sale, because there's something that's off-market right now for sale. Because for investment properties, if somebody owns next door, they are more interested in that location than somebody off the neighborhood. But that's just a side note for you to also understand. I remember I had the 8 unit listing in Rogers Park, and I called the neighbors and asked them, "Hey, I've got this 8 unit off market. Do you want to buy?" And neighbors got interested, but I never sold it. I lost the listing. It's a long story. It was beginning my career, but that's what the strategy that I used. So, people love off-market properties. They think that off-market is the best thing, which sometimes is true, sometimes it's not. So, they feel like they're getting a bargain, and you become the gatekeeper. So if you're like reaching out to for rent by owners, for sale by owners, and you then make stories with permission, remember, it's important. Permission needed, written, text message, email, whatever is fine. You have the permission and you're just talking about it. You can even film inside for rent by owner or for sale by owner if you get to that appointment. And just with the permission, put it up and say it's off market. Let me know. You put your phone number, and every time you become a gatekeeper, and it attracts people. If they don't buy or sell, do the deal right there, they will come back to you. So that activity is incredibly productive. You're reaching out to the people, to property owners, with the chance of landing a client right there. You could be lending a client, and the in order for you to do a deal right now, you will need to either do a lead magnet, which you can use this phone call and do the lead magnet, or you do just phone calls and forget about lead magnets, but then you're missing out on an opportunity. So making a call and doing social media with this information is if you do this every day, you will land the client very, very soon, much sooner than 30 days. You will have a real client, and if you keep doing it, you'll have a few clients, and then one of them is going to pop. So I'm going to give you much more things to do, but not too much, because if I'm give you too much, you're not going to know what to do. So I'm going to give you only a few. It's going to be for sale by owner. I would start with these. These are a great source of client. For rent by owners, I mean, that's a mistake. That should have been for rent by owners. Those are the easiest. And for sale by owners, those are the fastest source of business opportunity. That's what the acronym stands for. You will call them to preview. Preview. Fix and flip investors are great. It will just take you a little bit of time of searching for them. Um, searching how to find the fix and flip investors, you'll just have to search MLS based on the addresses. So if you just, click on the MLS and just filter by the address, select the area, you'll see which address, repeats itself twice, and then that's the flip, and then you just make a call. It will take you a little bit more time, but in the evening you can do it. For rent by owners, you can go to Zillow, find them there. For sale by owners, Zillow for free, you find them there. So here's the script for sale by owners. Hello, I was looking for the owner of 123 Main Street. My name is Oleg. I'm a real estate agent with Komar. I just saw your listing on Zillow, and I just was wondering if you're cooperating with real estate agents who bring buyers, maybe. They say yes, no, maybe, potentially, whatever. They say it's different. Sometimes they just say yeah, and then, well, how much would you pay? They say it depends on the offer, whatever. Just try to see and feel them out. Try to have a nice tone. This is where they kind of screen you a little bit. This is your moment to to set the pace and tonality. And then you say, it looks like an amazing home. Do you mind me asking what's causing you to sell it? And then you're building rapport here. You're building, you're just trying to connect with them. This is um, that's pretty much you trying to build up for the phrase where you're going to say, would it be possible for me to maybe stop by and take a quick look? I'll be nearby today, 12 2, or maybe tomorrow around 3. And don't try to do anything longer. Sometimes just book an appointment. And come in with the mindset that they're selling a house. And in order to sell a house, you need to show it. And if they start pre-qualifying, do you have a buyer? Do you have, why are you coming? Pictures are online. Just saying, sometimes pictures, it's hard to read the house. It would be nice if I could stop by. And then I can keep in mind and maybe even talk about on my social media about it because I have few followers, or just say a lot of followers, whatever you have. And just stay, just don't give up too soon because believe me that deep in that inside their head they understand that in order to sell a house they will have to show it. Real estate agents are the market, the eyes and the ears of the market. They will eventually have to get into the property, most likely, maybe not. They don't really believe that they can sell themselves, maybe sometimes they are very confident, but a lot of them don't really know yet. There is an opportunities to book these appointments. And so try to take a few pictures, videos, and again, with permission, talk about our market opportunities on your social media. Just don't forget about it. Um, so that's going to be one of your things, how you're going to do it. Book an appointment, you're going to come in, you're going to just walk around, have your business card, maybe you have some comps, maybe. You're coming in, just looking, maybe a few pictures, few a video. Do you mind if I take a video real quick? Is it fine? Maybe take a picture of the outside of the house. Maybe that's enough. It depends. Every time it's going to be different. Just try everything. And then you're done. You leave the business card. Maybe you leave some comps. Have fun. See ya. After that, you text. Thanks. It was a pleasure meeting you. And go. That will just at least do something. That will be a great time invested into the business. Later, what you're gonna get is you're gonna get calls and like, hey, we're ready. We are interviewing agents. You ready to come? We want to talk to you. You're gonna get these calls. Um, but even if you don't, you have content all the time coming off market things popping on the market, and you're gonna have great activity because of that too. And here's one more: is calls to neighbors of the sold listings of your office. One of these easiest calls you can make, honestly, because you have success next door. The call pretty much is like this. I'm a real estate agent with Komar and just sold a house. We just sold a house. If you didn't sell, of course, if you're watching this, of course, you didn't sell. It's just, we just sold a house at 124 Main Street. Quickly, with multiple offers. There's still many buyers looking for a home in the area. We need more sellers. And I was just wondering if you possibly had any plans on selling it. Until I never know until I call. I was just wondering, we really need some sellers. We're getting a bunch of buyers calling us nonstop. Because that's true. If you had multiple offers in the listing, there's many buyers that are still looking for a home. And one other thing is that if you can ask top agents or any agent in your office who wrote a contract but didn't win, and you just try to mail the neighbors saying, hey, we have a buyer. we have a buyer for our office. They did not win the offer. They want more. They are still looking. If you're thinking about selling, please reach out to us. You're gonna get these calls from sellers. You might be able to put it together with the agent who has the buyer from your office. You got nobody, but then you decided to write because that agent might be too busy. They don't want to write, but you decided to write a letter. You can use Reminder, just type it in and send, but plug in send, and everything's going to be done. You're going to invest a little bit of money, but it takes money to play sometimes. Sometimes it takes a lot of time to play, but there's different ways to do it. You can even handwrite it if you want. But then you send, we have a buyer, we can't buy, we lost the deal. It's a it's a family of two with two kids and a dog. We need basement, we need three bedroom, we need two bathroom. Send mail and somebody's gonna call you. It's not even your buyer, it's your agent from the office buyer, but then maybe you can do a deal somehow. So thinking about outside of the box. But this, if somebody says, if you calling the neighbor says, we have success next door, we have a bunch of buyers, we need more sellers, um, they say, no, 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 just don't give up yet. There's a few more things you need to ask them. Do you have an agent you would use if you were to sell sometime down the road? They're going to say yes or no, whatever. One more thing, it doesn't matter what they say up to this point. You say, just would you like me to keep you posted? What sells around you? To keep you posted on what's selling in the area with the prices? And they would say, yeah, well, send me. I'll send you a few deals here and there, maybe once a month, every 3 months, whatever, just to keep you posted. And let me know if you need anything. What's your email? Don't say, can you give me an email? Say, what's your email? That's it. Those are the phone calls. So again, fix and flip, for rent by owner, for sale by owner, and neighbors of sold listings. Also, come up to a busy agent who's in your office and tell them, what can I do for you for free? That's one. That's something else. So when you call, you need to come across as someone who wants to help. Just that's the mindset. You're not asking for money. No, there's no way you can do this in real estate. There's no way. The only way is to I'm coming in with help. I want to help you. You're not asking them for business. So just have a good time and enjoy it. If somebody's nasty, just keep moving. It's all fine. Most people will be polite. That's what you're gonna see. Um, now, open house. I used to hate open houses, and I don't like them until I started having success. And I just recently picked up an investor who came to my new construction open house to look at finishes. I immediately spotted him because he looked a little bit different, and he was all dressed up nice. He came in a Porsche. He was all like a professional. It was something different about him. And so I asked, "Are you a real estate agent, maybe?" No, but I'm in real estate. Like, what do you do? I own multifamily. And later he said that he's also building, and he was asking how wide the house is, how long the house is. It's like nobody buyers don't ask that; they just look at the finishes. And then I found him on Instagram. I connected with him on Instagram, and then we just stayed in touch. And after I sold those new homes, we met. After I sold those homes, where we met, where I just messaged him and I told him that if he needs anything, I'm here. I'll be super happy to do some business with you. And right now we are at this time of recording, I have, I think 4 deals on the contract with him. Three multifamily deals that he's selling and one he's buying. So, and he's building something that I'm waiting for him to give me those listings. Um, have a house that is when you're hosting an open house. That's a tip. Have another listing to talk about. So before an open house, call neighbors of the house you will be holding and tell them about the open house and ask for the top 3 things they love about the area. That's number one thing you're going to do. You're going to call the neighbors of the open house. You're going to ask them top 3 things about the area and what should we share with prospective buyers. People are gonna share. If you call neighbors, tell them, hey, we're looking to host an open house, 123 Main Street. And I was just wondering if you could have a few things to share with us that we can share with buyers that you love the most. And then after you do that, you're gonna connect with a lot of people. You're gonna have some great time. They might come to your open house, but then that's a future potential listing. It's great to call, but it's better to even door knock. And so try that one. Try that one and let me know how it goes. And then find another house nearby in the same price range and book a showing after your open house ends. It's just something. It could be a little bit further, it could be a little bit different, price range, whatever. And then whenever people come, you just have fun with them. Hey, nice weather, nice shoes. What do you think about the house? How's the floor plan? Do you live nearby? Just have fun. Forget about asking, do you have an agent? Do you forget even signing it? Because it's everywhere the same thing in each open house they go to. They might not have an agent, but they will tell you they have. And then you just turn it off. Forget about it. Don't even ask it. Just have them as just work them that way. And then you book a showing for a house after the open house. You talk to them. Hey, did you see that 125 Main Street, by the way? They say, no, what is it? Maybe you have a listing printed out, or you have a phone and you pull it out on your phone. You say, hey, check it out. This is the one. If you want, I can show it to you at 3 o'clock if you want. They say, yeah, all right. So before I show, I have to have, a permission from you. This is a showing agreement. Do you work with any agents right now? Do you have these buyer representation agreement? If they do, if they have it and it's signed, don't touch it. That's gone. Exclusive buyer representation, leave them alone. Don't even book it for them. But if they don't, sign a showing agreement at least or something that's very simple, easy, but you have to have it now and just, show them a house. You know, so offer them to see it, and have fun with visitors. Um, Most agents just jump on them, asking if they work with an agent, and give them a sign-in sheet, fill it out, which they often fill out incorrectly, and they just lie, on it. Just focus on that. Just compliment on their shoes and all that. Trying to find something in common. Um, Guess their profession. One of the things that I really like, it's are you an accountant? You're a little bit detail oriented, I can tell, and they love it. Make sure you go for something that requires a high degree or skills like accountant, doctor, lawyer, maybe realtor. Whatever. I sometimes I do it. Or you can say, hey, you seem like you invest in real estate. Why? Because you're looking at things a little bit different than a regular buyer. You look at like an investor. Depends. It depends on the situation, but that's something you're gonna have to learn. Um, Follow up. Follow up is something that is I need to touch on, and even if you've done everything correctly up to this point, and even if you've called for sale by owner, for rent by owner, fix the flip investor, your friends, everything like that, you still don't have a deal. Most of the times you have to start and then you have to keep that going. So that's where the follow up comes. You have to keep that a constant follow up. Sometimes it's every day, sometimes every week, sometimes every month. It depends. This piece is like a glue. That's where everything comes together. I made truly millions of dollars in the follow up. I've picked up clients from 2 years from original touch base. So many, many, many deals are made by staying in touch, and you will see it after you've been a little bit longer in the business when clients are just telling you that, you know what, Oleg, I've had few more agents before you, but they just disappeared. Or something similar to that. This is where you're going to make your money. You're gonna need to develop a skill of connecting with everyone through social media right away. Like if you met somebody, find them on Facebook, add them up. You go to kindergarten, you go to preschool, you go to school, you go to soccer classes, you go to different stuff. You meet people, connect to Facebook, connect to Facebook, connect to Facebook. My top three clients who spent the most money with me came from different channels. Different, different, different. One came from Facebook, one from open house, the other one came from networking events. But the follow up through sometimes it was social media, sometimes with direct messages, sometimes just I had to pick up the phone and stay in touch. Sometimes it was I was sending links to different properties that somewhat like big apartment complexes, was just staying in touch and follow up, just put it all together. And every single morning you start your day with, you know, who can I sell a house today? So your day starts like this. You wake up in the morning and um, you go through your contracts first. If you don't have a contract, you go through the list of people that you can consider as active clients. Active clients. If you don't have any active clients, you go through the list of people of potentially could be clients, the ones that I've connected with. You need to follow up. And then you reach out to your friends and family and whoever through social media. You touch in on that bucket. And next bucket is I'm reaching out cold to people through phone calls. Um, you could have talked to someone over the phone while making calls who share that they will sell but want to know the price, and you just have to kind of this could be your prospect for the day. This is who you spend time with. Once you have a prospect, the main goal is not to lose them. It's like for our real estate brokerage, the main goal is not to recruit. The main goal is not to lose the ones that we have already in our office. That's the number one goal. Number two goal is to recruit. So it's never should be miss. So if you have a prospect, the goal is the first goal is to make sure that that prospect gets what do you need. The next prospect is the you need to find the next prospect. Omni-channel approach, stay in touch, use calls, text, email, social media, handwritten notes, video messages, use anything that that the true level of success is when you start thinking what others won't do that I can't do, which is sometimes driving and bringing them something, booking something for them, things like that. Most agents will not do because they're busy, but you have all the time in the world right now. Show the house even if they're not pre-approved for sure, or you're not sure if they want to see it yet even. Like if person like I don't even know, whatever. Um, be willing to spend time and invest time into them because people get interested after they see a house. We work hard to generate a client. Keep an eye on them and don't lose them. Stay in touch after the sale. So here's your daily schedule. Like I said, in the first half of the day, you follow up. You follow up with the current leads and look for new business. And in the second half of the day, you service the business that you found. If you don't have any leads to work on, you keep looking all day long. Pretty much, don't give up. And if you have a showing in the morning, that's fine. You move your lead generation activities for later in the day. Sometimes that will happen, and sometimes a lot of times that will happen. So, and even if you skip lead generation activities today for whatever reason, that's fine. It will happen. Just remember, make sure to get back to go back to it tomorrow. Sometimes we miss gyms for a few weeks. That's fine. Now it's time for marketing ideas because you already have done all this, what I've been talking about. Now I'll give you marketing ideas and I will attach a PDF with these ideas in the bottom here, but I'll quickly walk through these just to share some other things that you can do before all these ideas. I'll tell you that the best idea to boost your social media profile is to do giveaways. And if you don't have money to do a giveaway, you will ask somebody else who is attached to real estate business to pay for the giveaway. For example, lender, attorney, insurance agent, different contractors. And then you do a collaboration on a giveaway, and then you ask people to subscribe to their channel, tag a friend, and like the video or picture or whatever in order to win the giveaway. So it could be $100 restaurant that you're giving away. Your contractor bought that gift card, and then you together are doing a giveaway. And they need to subscribe to your channel and to his channel, and then just type a tag a friend. And that usually gets a lot of spin because people like free stuff, and that helps your channel to, push it forward. And that's not going to produce a client, but it's going to build up the channel, which you're going to be using with lead magnets and off-market properties to get clients going. One of the first ideas that I've done, it was a long time ago even, um, list of homes for sale under 300,000 and advertise it on Facebook to drive traffic to your IDX website. And if you don't have IDX website, you can create, a Google Drive, attach the link. They will download that PDF, but the Facebook will ask them for the information, and then you can go back to Facebook and download. If you don't know how to do it, I mean, you could YouTube how to do it, but that's like the homes for sale under certain price catches attention, and people want to click on it And if you have IDX website, we in our office give our agents IDX website if they sell at least one property with our office, and they get the IDX website, and that IDX website will capture their information, put them in a CRM. So then you get a text message, oh, new lead, and you can call them right away, and make sure to call them as soon as possible, within a minute. So, list of homes under 300,000 or 400, 500, whatever. It could be condos under 200,000 in this area. And people just seeing that ad on Facebook will click on it because they want to see the options. And if you have IDX website, you can easily set up the search. You can easily download the link and advertise it, and then just pay $5 a day, and you will get these deals. Assuming you're already rolling and you have some money. Okay, now custom audiences on Facebook from video views, email list, Instagram account, and just retarget them with ads. That's a little bit advanced version how to do these things, but you can create videos with restaurant or podcast, different videos, upload it on Facebook on the business page. It gets lots of views, and then you go to the business.facebook.com. You create an audience of people who watched at least 3 to 5 seconds of that video, and then you just retarget them. Create an audience, name it my best audience. You can create my clients for Facebook ads, and then just whatever you post, you just advertise against them. It's cheap, but it's very cost effective, and then you're just touching the same people all the time. Sponsor launches at offices where there's, office workers, your friends. You have friends that work at offices. There's a lot of people that they have as a co-workers who come in with pizza, whatever. You can bring your business card, hang out for a few minutes. Don't oversell. Just bring your cards, put them there. Just hang out for a few minutes, leave. Or maybe they have questions and you're gonna stay for a long time. But if nothing's happening, just leave pizza, leave business card, just hang around, maybe take pictures for selfie for stories, and believe me, that energy people see. Um, Giveaway we talked about. Post stories on Instagram about for sale by owner homes, like the ones you've asked for a preview and asked permission. You're gonna post about them in your stories. Same thing with deal of the day. Post stories, highlights, highlighting investment opportunities. Investments is another topic where if you learn how to run the numbers and advertise and talk about cash flow appreciation, you just have to listen to a lot of podcasts and learn the mindset of investor. But investors should be part of your business because, like I said, fix and flip investors, how to find them in MLS, you search, everything is recorded. Um, you can see a house that's sold and bought this, in about 12 months, but then it's sold for cheap and then was sold again for a lot. Um, that's why I want them here in this course because those are your business accounts. You could have a lot of business done just with investors. So that's deal of the day itself you need a permission, of course, but you can have this thing like every morning you look for deals or just nice property in the good area, pretty much, and then you just have to have permission to talk about it real quick. Um, you know, Email or DM business owners on social media who might be interested in investing in real estate, people who own businesses, who run successful businesses. You can DM them and ask, hey, by the way, you're looking to buy any investment properties? A lot of them will say yes. You'll be surprised. Nobody's trying that, but I've been trying it and I've got a lot of success with just cold email. Pictures with clients, that's something that is triggering social proof and proof of credibility and proof of experience. It could be anything. It could be inspection, coffee. You're just showing for somebody else. You could just recording and not showing them, but it shows that there are people near you doing something. You can just ask them for permission. Hey, is it okay if I take a picture with you? If they're not okay with taking a picture with you, then um, there's pretty much nothing you can do, but you can create content off yourself, stories or Facebook, and just sharing that we just had an inspection here. This is the property in Schaumburg. Um, don't share the address, don't share the price, don't share any terms. Just say, I was just in Schaumburg and this was my inspection, whatever. Something like that. It just builds up credibility that you have some results already. People don't want to be your first client. They will give you permission. They will give you their trust and in helping them to buy or sell property. But they just don't want to be the very first one. So that is the kind of like problem we're solving. And also remember that people have questions in their head. Is the agent that I know good? Are they full time? Are they committed? Will they show a property when they want? Will they push me to buy a house or not? Will they show me as many as I want, or are they going to tell me after seeing three houses I need to buy? Are they going to be staying in touch with me? Do they know other contractors or things like that that they can refer? A lot of these could be not a big deals for some people, but some deals will be a big deals for some people. Um, if you get a Google review on your page, share it on your social media profile, and to boost the credibility too. Show these reviews to other people's as well. Local community events, those are easy to do. Like ice cream truck, taco truck, is if the area has kids. It's basically pretty much these events are for areas where you live. So if you live somewhere and there's a lot of kids, do the ice cream truck or taco truck sometimes. Where there's a little bit older community, you do a shredding day, you do a trash day. So you like rent a dumpster and mail everybody the dumpster coming on Saturday, 12 o'clock for 2 hours, bring your trash and hang around, and that's a great day. It costs around 600 bucks, 500 bucks for a dumpster, whatever. You're gonna invest in it, but then you're gonna get to know your neighbors a little bit more better. That helps. For rent by owners, we spoke about. Um, Target investors by calling neighbors of multi-unit buildings. So if there's an active two-unit apartment building listing, then you can call nearby property owners and say, there's a neighbor that's selling, you're looking to maybe buy. Um, it could be sold listing, it could be under contract, and it could be active listing. Active listing, um, most likely the listing agent is not probably calling, but what commercial brokers do a lot is they will call the ones that just sold, like the commercial property. It's a 6 unit, 5 unit, whatever unit apartment building sold. That's an investor who bought. That person is not living in the unit in a building. They bought it as an investment. So if they bought it as an investment, they're an investor. Most likely they're looking to buy more. Maybe they bought some other ones, but most likely they probably in the game to buy more. And so commercial brokers will a lot of times call those people that just bought these buildings and ask, do you want more? And they would say, yeah, what do you got? I boom, boom, I have, I don't have, I will have, whatever. What's your email? And these things. That's the game. So you want to do the same thing. Call neighbors. Also call, these are lots of buyers looking for homes in the area and you're looking for more sales. If something goes on the contract, you call. It could be it could be an investment property, it could be a regular condo. It could be a condo in a building. It goes on the contract, which you can filter in MLS. And you just call neighbors and you tell them, hey, this one on the contract, real quick. We've got a bunch of buyers. Do you want to sell? Slowly start, and then you will learn your tonality. You will learn how to open them up. I shared some scripts with you, so feel free to go for it. Um, I just shared this one, so it's the commercial world here. When something sold, call them up and ask if they want to buy more. The new owners. You'll have to wait for months for tax records to update, then you'll see the name. If it's LLC, if you're in Illinois, you can go to business search in Google. You put in business search LLC. It'll give you the Cyber Drive website, and you can put in the LLC. It will give you the name of the owner of LLC. Pretty easy. That's what we talked about as well before open house. For hosting open house, call the neighbors or door knock neighbors with a flyer of the open house and tell them that we're hosting an open house. What are the top three things you love about the neighborhood? So we can share with our buyers. People love it. And use Facebook groups. Join as many, share content as much as possible, and go for it. So believe that you can get it done because you can get it done. I believe me. Trust me. Trust me that you can get it done in 30 days by calling for rent by owners, by calling for sale by owners trying to book a preview appointment, and calling neighbors of either sold listing or a listing that goes on the contract. Start with your office. You will capture a client. You will capture one of those people that will give you something. And if you do it every day, first of all, you're going to learn the skill. You're going to be great on the phone. Then it's like that the whole world is going to look different completely for you. And then you're gonna bump into a client. Trust me, you're gonna get it. And then do open houses on the weekends. Just make a goal, no matter what, get it done, work with your social media profiles, and start posting every day. Day-to-day journey is fine too. Keep posting every single day, and that is completely fine. Um, Calls is where you can meet the clients today and take your business in your hands. Don't be afraid of the phone. Makes money. Call fix and flip investors, front by owners, for sale by owners, and neighbors of sold listings. You have a reason for conversation here. The reason I'm pushing calls so much in this training is because your goal is to sell a house in 30 days. Branding on social media is taking some time. You might bump in with lead magnets to somebody right away, which you should be doing as well. I'm not saying not to do it because that's what I told in the beginning. That's the very first thing to do. But the lead magnets with the calls together is a powerful combination. Reach out to prospects. This is the best way to reach out to somebody. Now, another tip. That's now tips for you just to remember for in your career. Whenever you're thinking about reaching out to a client or potential person, always call instead of texting. Social media will build your business and brand for many years. But once you learn calls, you'll always have that skill at your disposal. And always over communicate. Always try to talk to them, to your potential client, um, you know, more than needed. That will never hurt. That will never hurt. Always call instead of texting. That's always going to serve you really, really well. Um, this is going to help you make a lot of money. Dress well, be on time, return a phone call, and be as fast as possible in replying to their inquiry. So if that's the new lead, reach out to them. If they have a question and you don't know, find out right away and try to get back to them. That's the goal. And stay patient and do so much work. It is freaking impossible to fail. All right, that's it of the training. I hope you love it. Let me know how you like it. Give me some feedback and let me know your results, guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you.